There's nothing better than being down south eating a fresh Georgia peach. I just stopped by this little stand. I'm here in Tennessee, by the way. I just stopped by this little stand and picked up some fresh Georgia peaches in July. Oh, No, I gotta tell you, hey, this is Scott at GottaGrow.com. Thanks for checking out my video. As always, I'm thrilled that you're checking it out. So, hey, listen, I got this invite, or yeah, I guess it was an invite to say, from someone that I know that said, hey, I got some stuff going on with my garden. It's kind of a little sick, and I'm just wondering, knowing that you're in town, would you be willing to come and kind of check things out? Maybe you can help me out a little bit and see if you can boost up my garden. So here I am. I want to show you this garden that's a little on the sick side. Okay, so let me show this to you. So here's the garden. I'm looking around now. This is a zucchini plant, and I'm thinking, here we are in July in Tennessee, and I'm like, a little sick. I mean, look at this thing. Oh my goodness. And then look at this. This is an anorexic cherry tomato plant. All right, this thing, here we are, July. We got a few. We got some tomatoes there, but look at how stunted and thin this tomato plant is. This is another cherry here. These things are more than just a little sick. These things are in pretty rough shape. Let me bring you up here to this other bed. Now, I'm thinking, now you might think, look at those nice orange things. You know what these orange things are? Oh my goodness. These are pickling cukes. These things have just been left on the vine. Well, no wonder there's a problem. Look at all this. And then the back part of the bed has just been, it's been beaten up. They have a big dog, and this dog came in here and did all kinds of stuff. Here's some lettuce that just kind of ran. There's no way that you're going to be able to do lettuce now in July in Tennessee. We're in Nashville, by the way. But I'm thinking, wow, a sick garden. And I got to tell you, I'm so disappointed. Certainly disappointed that the garden's sick, but I'm disappointed that, well, I just want to keep this between you and me, so I don't want to go any further than this, okay? It's just you and me. You watching me? It's eye contact here. Just you and me. Let me say this low. This garden is my daughter's garden. And I got to tell you, I don't know where I went wrong. I did everything that I know in life as a father to bring this kid up right and to teach her everything that I know about life, especially about the garden, about the earth, about, taking care of this stuff. And I look around and I go, where did I go wrong? And I'm like, this is a very sick garden. And I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. You know what? This thing can be fixed. And I'm going to show you how to do it. That this thing, when it's all said and done, is going to be a thriving, beautiful garden if I can get my daughter to listen to me. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and fix some things. We're going to replace some plants and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you that if you too have a sick garden, that it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world and that you can't do anything else for the rest of the season. You really can get some other things back into the garden and get it back up and going again. So I'm going to go through that with you. All right, so yeah, I said the garden's sick and that we can bring it back, and I think we can, but this was pretty sick garden. Anyway, so this was the top bed that I was talking to you in last. So if you kind of look down here, you'll see I basically left just one clump of cucumbers. These are pickling cukes. I'm really not sure what's going to happen, but we're going to try. We're going to do the best we can. But I still want you to look at this soil. This is some good quality stuff. Here we are in Nashville, Tennessee. It's like July 11th. Listen, there is plenty of time. There's plenty of time to go ahead and get stuff in, because man, stuff will grow well into September. So we're going to be able to still get some peppers in here, some tomatoes in here. We're going to get some winter squash down in the other bed. So we're going to bring this thing back, and it's exciting. So I'm going to show you in just a second how to go ahead and get some fertilizer, some good organic fertilizer in here. So first, I got to tell you, I'm training a new camera guy, and I got to tell you, the camera guys are hard. They're hard to come by. Good ones, I mean. So I'm going to really work with this guy the best I can. Hey, camera guy. You're looking at me? Yes? Kind of. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, hey, this is some good blood meal. This is an organic matter. You really got to get it in your garden no matter what. It needs to get into the garden. But let me kind of show you this. And this is very rich. I know you're going to feel like this is gross, but it isn't. It's not cakey. This stuff is like, it's like sand. It's really, really dry. This stuff is loaded with nitrogen, and you want to get some nitrogen into your garden. especially when we're trying to bring things back up, you know, as best as we can. What happens a lot of times, though, with a lot of you people, you think, oh, nitrogen, nitrogen, and then you overdo it, and what ends up happening is you get these huge plants, but you have no fruit. So you don't want to go too crazy with it. I know that this section is lacking, so I'm good at this. I mean, I really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna eyeball this, and we're gonna get some of this blood meal down in here. And these plants are gonna love it. It's gonna be remarkable what happens. So I'm gonna just spread it like this. And I'm even gonna put a little bit in when I actually plant the plants. I'm gonna put a little bit more in the hole that I wanna do as well. So I put this in like that. Take your spade. You don't wanna go too deep. You're just gonna you just wanna get a couple of inches on top. You're gonna just kind of roll it like that. And then we'll go ahead and rake it. And that's what we'll do.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with some regular cucumbers, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna come down here. Here's my cucumber packet. These are just regular, you know, standard, straight, good length cucumbers. But I'm gonna take a little bit more of this blood meal, just sprinkle, look at what I'm doing here. There's not a whole lot. You don't really need to go crazy with it, okay? I'm gonna cover it just a little bit. I'm gonna take 4 seeds. Now normally I wouldn't want 4 plants, but I don't want to take the chance, so I'm adding in an extra seed. It's good to have 3 if you can help it. And then what we're going to do is just cover it, I'm talking half an inch maximum, and that's all you need to do on your cucumbers, and you're in. You're not going to believe it. So I take this tomato plant, I put in the blood meal, I get it going. It's like a Christmas miracle. Look at this plant, how lush it is. I think we got something red here. What do we got? Oh no, you know what it was? It fell off. Look at this. Look at how quick this thing's growing. All right, so I cheated a little bit. So I got these a little bit more mature, but fortunately, when you're in the middle of the season, you have to start over, and you can find a decent nursery, you're gonna get stuff pretty mature, so that gives us a pretty good head start. So this is gonna be good. I put in the first cherry plant. I put the blood meal in there. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. I've already dug my holes. I've already got the blood meal in there. And here's what you're gonna do. I mean, there's already a nice root system going. I'm gonna pick off the bottom few leaves off this thing so I can get it down a little deeper. And here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna layer in there just like that. Bring in that dirt. And then we're gonna stake this thing up. Look at this. I'm telling you, in 4 weeks, my daughter's gonna be back to eating cherry tomatoes. All right, and then I take the next one. So this is 3 of them. We were very fortunate to find these plants this mature to get them in the ground. And here we go. This is pretty simple stuff, folks. I'm sensing some of you guys need me. You need me to show you how to do this stuff so that you can enjoy good quality, nutritious, organic, healthy food. Go. All right, so now I've already put in a couple of pepper plants. These are the golden or the yellow bell peppers. These are awesome. They're sweet. You got to do them. All right, a little bit of blood meal. See it right in there inside that hole. Drop this baby in there. Surround it. Look at how easy that is. I'll make one more hole. We're going to put in some jalapeno. Look at this. A little bit of that blood meal. Just a little bit. That's all it needs. Boom. Shakalaka. There it is. All right, now we got the last of it. This is the winter squash. Put one here. I put 4 in. Typically you would go 3, but I want to have a little room for a margin of error. We'll end up taking out the weak one once this thing gets established. And there you have it. All right, so here we are. A brand new garden. We've left a few things in, like if you look over here, I left in some pickling cukes. I'm a little suspicious, but let's see what they do. I've got the regular cukes that I just put in here by seed. We got our peppers here. We got tomatoes there. Wow, it's a whole new beginning. It's like a second chance. Second chances are awesome, and we're going to make the best of it that we can. Now, what I've said to my daughter is, you know, I've done all this work to get all this stuff put together to try to fix this thing. She's going to go ahead and take some pictures along the way, and I want to share them with you. So we're going to hold her accountable. Remember, it's just between you and me, but we're going to hold her accountable and make sure all this works. Now look at this part of the garden. These are the original tomato plants that were already here. I trimmed them back a little bit. We're going to see what happens with these. We put a new one in there. Winter squash there. There it is. That's all you need to know. Don't give up on your garden. Peace out.